Welcome back, everybody. I was being goofy. You guys know that's kind of how I am. So RyanNicole, I asked the question before we went to the break. I lay it reverently at your feet again? Well, why do you choose to ground your work in hope? And why is it that you choose not to give in to the easy seductions of pessimism?
Well, you said it. I mean, I think African people are not, and I won't, pretend to be overly educated in this vein, but I know from an internal place, from an intrinsic place, that my DNA is always reaching towards the sun. My melanin's always
Okay,
striving for
shut
higher. No,
up.
come on, Dr. Sean, let's go.
What? Come on. Come on, Niema. We got to give us some. Say that again.
My DNA is constantly reaching for the sun. It's constantly striving for up and elevation. I don't know that dark, seedy place. I don't understand it. I can't comprehend it. And it would take a different, I don't know what spirit it would take to succumb to that. It's so outside of us that it's something that I can't engender or lean towards in my work. We are people of the sun. We are God people. God is creation and divinity, and creation is chaos. And it takes all of this to get to the next space and the next level, like Niema was saying. So there's hope there.
Okay, it's official. I love both of you.
Okay? And we love you, Dr. Sean.
It's official. It's official. I'm putty in your hands. I just love talking to brilliant people. Yeah. I do. I love talking to everybody on some level, but I have a special affinity for people, who can marshal ideas, right? And they understand the human condition. I love to. I don't often get to do it, but I love when I learn something on a show.
Hey,
I love that. Niema, I'm gonna ask you this because I want to learn some more. Tell me, and let this question do its work on you, because it endeavors to do its work. Coretta Scott King used to say to Maya Angelou, "I want to see some things in the world," and she would go down the list of things she wanted to see. And my question to you, Niema, is what do you hope for when you look across the landscape of the world? Give it all to me. What do you hope for?
Oh, I hope for so many things. But the first thing that came to mind was joy. And I hope really that people see how revolutionary joy is, right? I think there is so much where we talk about the space of Black folks and social justice and movements. And there is a lot that is rooted in this idea of struggle, right? And it's not to say that we don't struggle or we haven't struggled, right? But we are a joyous people in the way that Ryan said, we are people, we are joyous, right? And so I want a world where people see that joy and where there's a real freedom experience, right? So that is what I want. When I think about a space where I would say like the limits of folks' minds are just challenged, right? The freedom that you think you can experience more. The joy that you think you can experience more, right? And so there's a space of like, I would like to see a world where folks really understand how limitless we are, where Black folks understand and really feel and embody a space where we are limitless.
Yeah, that's why I love Afrofuturism, because it dares to imagine the world under those terms.
Yeah.
Niema, let me ask you a follow-up because I want to make sure we get this in. Tell everybody where they can find this film, because everybody watching, if this film is anything close to this conversation, you're gonna want to get it. So where can people get this film? Find it.
So the easiest way to get to the film is going to the Center for Cultural Power YouTube, and it's there. Labor, RyanNicole, like you can find it there. Also, I have it on my website. So if you go to niemajordan.com and you hit the film section, it's like the first film that's up there. And so those are the easiest ways to find it. And then also, if you're in the Bay Area, we have a screening at Fort Mason on February 23rd as a Black History program. And so you can do the drive-in and come see it on the big screen.
Yeah, well, listen, everybody, please, please check this film out. Say the site one more time, Niema.
So it's the Center for Cultural Power. And if you go to their YouTube channel, it's right there.
Yes, please check it out, people, please, because, God, how can I say this without sounding shady? Many of our best poets, the world hasn't heard yet.
Yeah,
right? Don't let people think that because the world celebrates a particular person at a particular time, that's the nadir and the height of what we have to say and do. No. Black people are marshaling words, and you need to really, consider them. And RyanNicole, I without even having heard your poetry, I am seduced by your language, ma'am. Let me ask you this, and I think this will be my last question. Give me a short answer on this. What is the message you're trying to give to the world through your life?
Christ came so that we could have life and life more abundantly. And I really lean into life more abundantly. It's the imagination. We have the power of our imagination. And as a man thinketh, so is he. So I hope that in my life, I can inspire people to imagine broader so they can walk into that reality.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing. Well, you've done it tonight.
You.
I didn't beg for a poem, but I came close.
I'll give it to you next time.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't because I don't handle rejection well, and I was like, what if she says no? I got my little tissue ready. I was gonna start crying and everything.
I would not have said no to you, Sean.
Oh, see, this is what happens, people, when you don't ask. Ask.
Ask.
See, knock and the door will be open.
Hello.
Seek and you will find. Ask and it shall be given. RyanNicole, yes. Niema Jordan, I absolutely love you too. You got to come back and see me. You hear me?
We will. Yes. Thank you so much.
Put me on your calendar. You two are coming back. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna find something to talk about.
All right, we can do that.
All right. Listen, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Michael Water, for being on tonight as well. It's a great conversation tonight, people. Aren't you? You're welcome. I'll see y'all soon. Be good to each other, and I do love you. I mean it when I say it. I do.